Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Sorry for being late in the action due because I just finished my exams. So it was a long 7 days of exams. So I didn't been in the action. Actually, I am so thankful for your love and for your attention on my video, for my first video, Life Between Love and Divorce. And also I want to thank everyone, and also I want to say sorry if I really made some type of controversial point without any general knowledge on that. So I'm sorry if I hurted you, and I'm so thank you, and I'm so thankful for you because you have been supported me a lot. So today I'm telling about anxiety. Self stuck in anxiety. I wrote a thumbnail name as self stuck in anxiety. So anxiety has two ways, one a negative one and a positive one. So anxiety becomes positive when we are striving to prove ourselves. Anxiety becomes negative when we are fearing and when we are scared to prove ourselves. So sometimes even this type of negative anxiety may become as a health hazard too. So today we are talking about the first type, known as negative anxiety, which restricts us to commit anything. So first I want to tell you about a proper meaning of anxiety. Anxiety means a feeling of worry. It's just a feeling of worry, nervousness, or uneasy about something and an uncertain outcome. That means we always worry about something. We feel so scared and we just freak out all the time because we just think that whatever we are doing anything, and because of that anxiety, we just think negatively. What if it will not be succeeded? What if it will not become correctly? Like that, we just uh, uh, freak out every time. That is known as anxiety, an uncertain outcome. We just don't know why we are so anxious about that. And it has a very similar meaning. Anxiety is nothing but a worry and a concern, some type of concern, apprehension, uneasiness. So today I am telling about this topic, and I am also telling that how to come out of this type of anxiety. I am not telling about the positive anxiety. And even if you really want to know about the meaning of positive anxiety, a strong desire or concern to do something or for something to happen. That means some type of eagerness and needness. We really want to commit something, and we really want to commit in a positive way, and we just don't freak out that much, but we will have some little fear, and we just become so anxious person in that, and we just succeed in what we commit in that. But this is not something bad phenomena, but the first one which I told you is something a negative one, which may turn into a medical problem too, and a health problem too. So in anxiety, if a person is suffering with the anxiety and his anxiety is increasing day by day, it becomes a health hazard. How means intense and excessive and persistent worry about something. It won't happen, it will become in a right way, but he or she will always freak out because what if it will become in a wrong way. And in that too, in just a everyday small situations. And because of that anxiety, our heart rate will become fast, we just breathe heavily, and we always sweat, and we feel tired. Always we feel tired, and we always want to sleep, right? We will always want to take rest. Okay. So anxiety is some type of a slow poison to a person. If you really want to become a true marathon or a true leader, a true CEO, a best actor, best director, producer, or a best teacher, undefinable scientist, means no one can replaceable, irreplaceable scientist or a movie star. um, in that way, if you really working for it, working for your goal, but suddenly some type of uh, emotional phenomena will just stuck you in the middle, and you may not proceed in further, or you may not come back, because you are almost in a half of that in that path. And if you really want to go back, you have to go so far, and if you really want to go further, you don't have any dare, and you don't show any interest to go, because that is some type of fear. We can say that it is a fear, because this is a one type of fear. Like, fear has so many meanings and so many types. In that, this is the one type of a cruel fear, because if it continues for long, the person may be fatal, because he may just get too many health problems, and sometimes may lead to death because of cardiac arrest. So today I am just telling a few steps, right, which I have been following from some days, from many days. So I just want to share that with you. So if you really like and love this type of things, so then just follow this. But first, remember that first you have to make a point that if you really want to know this, a habit is a very, very, very hard at first, and messy in the beginning, and beautiful at the end. I just learned that quotation from one of the book which I have read recently. So if you really want to get out of this type of anxiety, I'm just telling you just a few steps. I'm really telling a few. First of all you have to commit that you should not become so anxious. Okay, what I am saying, can you hear me, is first of all, if you really want to get out of this anxiety, you have to make a commitment that you should make commitment that I should get out of this type of fear. Okay, first sit down. If you have your own room, sit down in that room and just take few deep breaths. Just take few deep breaths, and just talk to yourself. Just talk to yourself in a positive way that I can get rid of this type of cruel phenomena. I really want to get rid of this anxiety, and I will definitely get rid of this anxiety, right? Once, if you really committed so strongly, your commitment should be so strong, because if your commitment is so weak, then your mind will always dominate you. Once, if your conscious mind strictly believes that your commitment is so strong, then automatically your subconscious mind too will believe that your commitment is so strong, and your conscious and subconscious mind both behave in your manner. It will be control in your hands. Okay, your commitment, it should be so strong. You should order your conscious mind, not to beg your conscious mind. You have to order that. You have to tell daily. Just commitment is just committing, is not just for one day. How long do you commit? up to that you will become so beautiful person, and your negative anxiety will turn into positive anxiety only because of your commitment. If you really commit that I really want to get rid of this negative anxiety, and you should say to your mind every day. If you really wake up from bed, you have to say to yourself, I can get rid of this negative anxiety. And before going to bed, you have to say that I can get rid of this negative anxiety. And if you are really going to your work or to a school or to a college, by there also you have to say I can get rid of this negative anxiety. If you are really working on a project or on any on your homework or on your study, on your exams, you have to say that I can get rid of this negative anxiety. Every time, every second, if you really tell yourself that I can get rid of this negative anxiety, you will definitely get from that cruel phenomena, right? In that also you have to say in a positive way, that should be strong and that should be positive. So you may think, how can it be strong? Even though it cannot be, if you think that it is not so strong, but it is positive. If you really tell so many times to yourself loudly or even it slowly, the slowly your conscious mind and subconscious mind behave in how your words have been telling, right? Because your mind has some type of elasticity. I will tell you about mind elasticity in later videos. So today I'm just telling about the anxiety. So first one, I told you about the commitment. In that also again I told you that always a self talk, right? I told you first about a commitment. In that you got another one also is a self talk, that too a positive self talk. You have to always tell to yourself, you have to repeat that words, that I can get rid of negative anxiety. So first one is a commitment, second one is a positive self talk, right? Third one is a constant calmness. Can you define that? Constant calmness. If you really went to near a beautiful lake, means in middle of the forest or in middle of your garden or somewhere, morning at very early morning or just at morning at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., the river and the water, that lake, that pond will be so still. It won't make any noise and it won't just make any sound and it won't give any movement. It will be so calm and your mind automatically shift to a positive environment. So maybe if you don't have any lake or anything, just don't worry. Just really sit in your room. First you made a commitment and you kept and you started self talk. And third, just now sit straight and just close your eyes and just be calm. I'm not saying that type of, maybe it's just some type of meditation. So how long can you close your eyes without any thoughts? That means really our mind cannot be without thoughts, it always wanders. So let it be just just visualize a nature picture, right? That means you are just sitting in a very beautiful garden of so many roses, red, blue, yellow roses, and in middle of the garden there is a very beautiful lake with a very big tree where birds are chirping, and you are just sitting and you are seeing the lake. You are just visualizing, right? You are visualizing there and you can see your reflection in that lake. It is so nice. So just visualize that and just stay calm and just close your eyes as much as you can. Maybe you at first you can't, it is normal. at first we can't keep our mind still, but at least even it just you can visualize it for just 30 seconds. I'm not just saying about more than 30 minutes or more than 1 minute. At first, at least you can, if you can keep you can visualize that for 30 seconds, and it slowly uh, it will take time more. It takes more time and your visualization will continues, because it's just a constant practice. So close your eyes as much as you can. If you really shift to another one, then just get back your mind to that again, to that your reflection of your face, and also observe that beautiful roses, beautiful lake, and sun didn't come yet, and the very nice white sky, not the blue sky, some type of white and blue sky, full of clouds, and birds chirping, and you have a very beautiful fresh air, fresh oxygen, and you are sitting there and you are just laughing there, right? Smiling, not just laughing like a hell, just smiling, right? Third one is that called constant calmness, and you just trust me, it will definitely works on you, and you can control 70% of your anxiety levels, right? And 30% I will tell you in another one. First one is what? Commitment. Once you sat in your room and you just committed to that. And second one, you just talk to yourself in a positive way. Third one, you just constant calmness. 3 had been finished. And fourth one is just some type of journaling, right? Maybe so many did not don't have the habit of writing. Even I too don't write constantly, but today I just committed to write the journal diary, so that's why I'm sharing with you. Trust me, journal has a very great impact on everyone's life. If you start writing down all your thoughts in that, well, sooner or later it will definitely give you some type of a positive attitude. First you started and you just wrote all your negative thoughts. Today, if you first day you wrote all your negative thoughts, and second day too you just wrote all your negative thoughts, but one positive thought will definitely come into your mind. In third day you will get two positive thoughts, and maybe some type of 8 negative thoughts. That means your negative thoughts are decreasing and your positive thoughts are increasing, because you have some type of great impact. I will tell you why. Because no one in the world don't want to write negatively on about themselves in a book, right? So that's why they, even for the sake of their journaling, they'll just start to change, right? So journaling has a very great impact. Yeah, definitely in my next video I will give you a journaling prompts, okay? So if you really don't have any habit of writing, so just start today, right? Even today I am also starting, okay? So first one is commitment, second one positive self-talk, third one constant calmness, fourth one journaling, fifth one is physical exercise. So many are just try to skip. Even I am also trying to skip that. So physical exercise has a lot of impact. So just don't start very big. If you really want to start today, just take a skipping rope and just jump up to 10 or 15 as much as you without stopping, right? If you did jumping 15 times, just take 2 or 3 minutes rest and take deep breath and inhale and exhale, and again start jumping 15. That means you made 30 for a day, right? 30 for a day, you just made 30 for a day. At least maybe 2 kilocalories can be burned in your cycle, in your body. So physical exercise will also have very beautiful impact. So it also, if you once started to do some physical exercise, your anxiety levels will definitely come down, right? So but always just increase your exercising day by day. Today you just did 30 skipping, and tomorrow you can just do up to 17 without stopping, and do just 2 times. That means how much you did? 34 you did. Okay. And you can also with along with skipping, you can do some squats up to 5. Just start small. Always we have to start small. As I told, even meditation, and even in constant calmness, we can't visualize just even for 1 minute at the first day. So we have to just increase that levels, right? So you have to do some physical exercise. Start small, and always remember that a habit will take 21 days, right? And in that, if if you are a female, right, you will get some type of problems in every month. Even everyone knows that. During that, don't worry, just keep that physical exercise aside, and do other what I told before, that you can manage it, right? And after 5 days means after that menstrual cycle has completed, you can start doing again, right? But make sure that it will become a 21 days a habit. So what I told, I just remembering myself, and also I am making remember you, because because even if my these tips will get into your conscious mind, and if conscious mind really trust, then your subconscious mind behave in that, as I already told you. First one, commitment. Second one, positive self-talk. Third one, constant calmness. Fourth one, journaling. Fifth one, physical exercise. And the sixth one, I am saying, is a healthy diet. Right? Healthy diet. Especially get rid of fast food. Even I am the most die-hard fan of Manchuria and biryani. Right? I always love that. Even though my mom prepares food very well, she's extraordinary. She prepares so well all food items. Even we are a traditional orthodox Brahmin family, I love Manchuria and biryani a lot. That too vegetarian, even that is also veg biryani and veg Manchuria, but I love it a lot. But my parents will tell we should not eat that, because it has so many calories. But even though I love to eat, so recently a small fight took between me and my mom. So I just committed not to hurt her anymore. So I really want to quit the fast food. Even fast food has a lot of impact on you, because when you sit and eat that type of fast food with the high cholesterols, even though it is cakes or pastries, ice creams, or Manchuria, noodles, pizza, that type of it, you are sitting and eating, and that all that will go into our alimentary canal, from trachea, from esophagus to we remember I just made a mistake. We breathe through trachea, and we just eat, and digestion will take from esophagus, right? Okay. So when the food travels from esophagus to our stomach, and from stomach there are two sphincters, pyloric sphincters, and it slowly opens into the small intestine. There the original chyme will turn into chyle, and that will full absorption of minerals, vitamins, fats, everything will take in in small intestine. A small finger like projections called villi will make this all possible. And if undigested will go into large intestine, like that it will be excreted out. So during that, when digestion is taking place, when villi are absorbing, it won't absorb any vitamins and minerals, or any glucose, or some type of important like proteins in fast food. It only absorbs fat and carbohydrates. Okay. Due to fat, we will get cholesterol, that too bad cholesterol is very, very, very dangerous to our heart. right? So due to that fats, we are becoming fat, right? And constantly, if we eat constantly that fast food, we will become fat. All the fat uh, 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 will be accumulated in our body, and that fat will be makes us so fat. And when we see our faces in the mirror and our full our body, will again we will get negative mindset. Oh no, I am so fat, I can't, like that. Even I too always used to think about me, because I love fast food and I will eat it, and again I will only cry because why I am so fat. So quit the quit the fast food as possible. Okay, that means I am not telling you to quit the fast food forever. Just make sure that if you are eating your fast food 4 times a week, so just in the first week you just decrease it to 3 times a week. You do that for 2 weeks, and at the third week make it as 2 times a week, and you do it for 2 weeks, and at fifth week, right? And at fifth week decrease it to just 1 time a week, and just do it to for 2 weeks, and at the seventh time you just quit for 2 weeks. So no fast food for 2 weeks. Okay, so after 2 weeks it will be your ninth week, and at ninth week you will just eat at once, and and at that time you will just commit again for not to eating for 3 weeks, right? No fast food for 3 weeks. That means it became 12th week. At 12th week you will again eat it, and at that time you will commit not to eat fast food for 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks. You that means after 4 weeks, 12 plus 4 16. At the 16th week you will eat again, and you will commit not to eat for 5 weeks, right? That means for 21st week you will eat again, and you will commit not to eat for 6 weeks. That means 27th week. And at 27th week you again make a commitment, you eat again, and you will make a commitment not to eat for 7 weeks. That means 34 weeks. Like that, if you really commit like that, at the end of this year, at the end of that any year, you will just definitely just get rid of get rid of eating fast food. So fast food has a very great impact on anxiety levels. So just follow these 6 steps, it will have very great impact on you. And always remember that you should stay positive to yourself. Always tell that I can get rid of this negative anxiety. Always tell to yourself, always memorize that line. Definitely your mind will definitely accepts it. And also I want to give you a small tip before sleeping. That means when you are almost sleepy, and so you just say that my subconscious mind has very infinite power, it stores everything for me. If you really want to write, just write it on in a paper. My subconscious mind has infinite power, it stores everything for me. I can get rid of this negative anxiety forever, right? First point. Second point, that I can commit so hard. Second one, I can commit so hard. Third one, I am so positive, right? Fourth one, I can meditate every day. Fourth one. Fifth one, I can write journal every day. Sixth one, I can visualize and I can stay concentrated every day. Seventh one, I can stay fit. I can stay fit every day and forever. Seventh one. Eighth one, I can get rid of and I won't eat. I quit fast food forever. Right? So I am just following this. So that's why I am telling you. So just commit. First, your commitment should be so strong. It should always be in a positive way. If you start to tell your mind in a negative way, then you will never get succeeded in this. So you may think that how can these small steps can get rid of your negative anxiety. It will definitely, this small step, always remember, small things have a great impact on big things. So even if we start small, then it will become a big, right? So always your commitment, if your commitment is not so strong, at least it should be positive. So if you if you have a positive commitment and you just say it daily, then it will definitely become a strong commitment, and it will become a positive commitment, and your conscious mind and subconscious mind will behave in that path. So this is it for today. I will again meet you in the next video, and don't forget to share, subscribe, like. Okay, please, it is a very festival for me if you really subscribe to me, and if you really share and give me a big thumbs up. Okay, bye. Next week I will definitely keep you journaling prompts. Bye.